Hi everyone. I'm going to do something different today, chair yoga, which is pretty intense, even though it's chair yoga, in that you get more deeply into your poses. So you have a little bit better access for deep stretching. So give it a try, and I hope this helps with your quarantining. We're going to begin. The best thing to use is a padded folding chair, if you can get your hands on one. One block is needed. Anything that you can use, like a block, maybe books or something, is good. And one blanket, doesn't have to be a yoga blanket, but you'll see why as I go along. It's good to have those things. Okay, so for the first posture, I like to put a blanket on the back of the chair because we begin centering with chair yoga in child's pose. You can hold on underneath, grab your wrists or fingers, and let the back roll out, let the belly be soft. Release and relax the muscles in the back of the neck and the whole back body and in the face. Come into this moment, into this place in time, and become aware of the breath, your breath, as it is naturally. And notice any tightness, any holding, any grasping in the body, mind, emotions, energy body. See what you can release, where you can loosen, and what won't serve you for this practice. We can come back to it anytime you like. And then come to our Ujjayi breath. And the Ujjayi breath is an internal noise, like you're blowing to clean your glasses, or that Darth Vader sound. Only it's on the inside, so we constrict the glottis at the back of the throat and make that noise as you breathe. That's called Ujjayi breath, and we use it to anchor ourselves into this moment in time, into this practice, and pay attention to all the details and sensations of what's happening right here and now through the practice. And that's a meditative tool, the breath. So we're using the breath, Ujjayi breath. So let's come to our Ujjayi and allow that soothing, washing sound to affect our rest and relax response. Take a few of those breaths. And then bring the hands right onto the chair so you have a tight grasp. Lift your heart and your shoulders back. Drop the weight of the head. And breathe. And for most of the moves, we'll use 3 or 4 of these Ujjayi breaths, and I'll just be doing that. So if you're in a pose and you're wondering how long is this going to be, just notice that that's what you're doing with your mind while you're in the pose, and don't worry about it because I'll take care of that. Okay, so let's come back one more time to our rounded, drop your head, loosen the back of your neck, child's pose on the chair. And then grab the back of the chair, keep your elbows slightly bent, straighten out your legs, and then straighten out your arms. And if you feel like you want a challenge, we can come right into a full boat pose here. Fine to do it with your arms or on and off. So whatever your practice is, what you're used to, just stay with your breath. Like I say, it's usually 3 or 4 breaths, just to give you an idea. And then come on out and place your hands right on your chair, feet behind you. Drop your head down between the biceps in a chair downward facing dog. Loosen up your neck and your shoulders, your hips, give a little wiggle. And stay with that nice, easy, long inhalation, longer exhalation. And always notice the pause at the end of the exhale, just before you're compelled to inhale again. And let's bend our knees, come up on the toes, and push all the way forward so your pubic bone is coming towards the chair. Hold on tight, and then lift the weight of the head up and back, and breathe. And then come back onto your feet, into our down dog again. Hang on to the chair, let the head come down between the elbows and biceps. Just let the weight of the head fall to gravity. And then notice the stretching from the heels all the way up through the sits bones, along the side body. And again, inhale, come forward, hold on to the chair, bring the pubic bone towards the seat. Let the weight of the head fall down the back. Opening up the front body, noticing what you feel. And continue breathing. And then release the knees, lift the hips. Bring the left foot right up onto your chair. And step back like you're doing a lunge. And get yourself situated so that you're comfortable and your chair feels like it's sturdy and supporting you. So I keep my heel a little bit to the edge because that's what makes me feel like that. And then holding on to the right side of my chair, come up into a lunge twist. Continue breathing. It's deeper and harder than a lot of people think, chair yoga. People think, chair yoga, that's for seniors. Bulletin, we're seniors. 62 over here makes us seniors. So, we're not debilitated. Bring your left hand down, right next to your foot. Get your thumb around the bottom of the chair there for stability. And then twist your torso up towards the ceiling and breathe. So my shoulder is pushing into my knee and my knee into my shoulder. That's how I'm staying together here. And then bring your right hand down to meet your left hand on the chair. Straighten out your left leg into intense stretch on the chair. Bring your head down to your knee Continue breathing. Release your head and neck. Loosey-goosey. Releasing any tensions in there now. And then step your left foot back and right foot up on the chair. So we're going to come into our lunge. Push this forward. On the opposite side, make yourselves sturdy and at ease. Yoga Shira Sukhanam, which means comfort and ease. So we're supposed to find a place where we're comfortable enough to get deeper into the pose. So come into your twist, lunge twist, and continue Ujjayi. And then bring your right hand down, get your thumb right around the bottom of the chair for stability. And press your knee into your shoulder into your knee. And come into an inside lunge twist. And breathe. And then bring your left hand down, one on either side. Straighten out that leg. And bring your head down to your shin. Let go of the neck. And one more deep belly breath in. Long exhalation. And notice the pause. And then release your right foot. We're going to turn the chair around, keeping 2 feet on the yoga mat so it doesn't roll all over the place. Moving the blanket for now, but we will use that again. And take your block, place it right next to the back leg if you're looking at the chair on your right side. Bring your, push it out a little bit because we're going to bring our left knee down on the block and right leg out in front, preparing for Anjaneyasana or crescent lunge. So in this case, we're keeping one arm on the chair and then inhale the left arm up, open up the heart, let the blades come down the back, release the weight of the head, and breathe. And then take your arm down, turn your whole torso towards the chair, holding on to the back of the chair in a twist, and breathe. Those long, soothing breaths. Notice where your mind is going and what's heating up in your body. And then unwind, curl your toes under on your back leg, hold on to the chair, and come right into Warrior One. We're using only one arm. So we take the knee and press it up towards the ceiling, And then your front knee, you want to be able to see your big toe. And then lift the left arm up and back and breathe. Warrior one. And slowly come down, turn your whole torso, hold on to your chair. You can move it to wherever is a good, comfortable, sturdy spot, but continue breathing. So we're not leaning on the chair, we're just holding the chair for stability. And unwind, straighten out your front leg. You're still holding on to this chair. You can put your hand underneath or hold on to a rung, and then let the torso fall down towards your shin. And continue breathing into that deep inner thigh stretch, hamstrings, calves. One more deep breath in, long exhalation, and then step your left foot up to meet your right, and we're going to turn in the opposite direction. So just take your block and place it in front of the back chair leg so that it's comfortable, and we bring the right knee down now. Left foot forward, aiming to keep the knee directly over the ankle so that we're not like this and we're not like this. So once you get yourself set up, you can make your adjustments. But still, we're using the support of the chair. And then inhale the right arm up and back. Open up the heart. Release the weight of the head and breathe. Notice your breath. Notice the rhythm of the breath. And then curl the toes under. Straighten out your right leg. And keep your heel directly under your knee. Still holding on to the chair for support. Bring the right arm back. Open up the heart. Press your knee up towards the ceiling, the back of your knee, and breathe. And then slowly come forward, straighten out your left leg. And come into intense stretch. You can still hold on to the chair, but release the weight of your head and shoulders and let your whole torso fall down over your leg. And breathe. Notice how as we heat and get deeper, we lengthen more and release more, and we notice that. So stay in the moment and notice that. Keeping your breath going with that meditative quality. One more big breath in. Long exhalation. And turn yourself so that your hips are just brushing the chair there. So you can feel the chair behind you. And we're coming into wide angle forward fold. So your feet are pointing straight ahead of you, heels directly behind. We're not at an angle here. And then we're going to take our hands and grab the chair and reach back on the chair as far as you can onto the rungs. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that better for a minute. So if I'm in my wide angle, My hips are just touching there. And then if I reach through, I want to see how far back I can get. And the chair actually keeps you stable. So release your head and neck, wherever your hands are on the chair. Just allow that little bit of support to give you a tiny trigger of a relaxation response in the back body. Continue breathing. And one more big breath. And then take your hands underneath your face, bend your knees slightly, and come on up a second. I'm just going to put my chair back to where we were. So we're standing now in front of your chairs. We're going to come into a feet stance for triangle pose. So the front foot, the heel is in line with the center of the back foot. And the chair, we want to be touching the back of you just slightly, so that when you reach back, because we're going to reach back, it'll be there for you and it won't be awkward on your spine. So get yourself set up. And then we're going to just take the arms as if we're doing warrior two, only cartwheel right down into triangle pose. Reaching up, radiating, energizing that top arm up from your shoulder, and breathe. And then we're going to take the top hand and just grab the chair behind you and turn your gaze up to the ceiling while you're holding on to the chair. Continue that Ujjayi breath and lift your arm back up. Turn yourselves around right into intense stretch. Your head comes down again. You can hold on to the chair if that feels good. It actually really does feel good to hold on to the chair. If you put your arm right up over the back of it and hang on to this part here, it just, there's certain triggers that a little bit of support gives your brain, and then your body lets go and says, ah. So try it. And then use the chair, lift yourselves up, turn through wide angle and to triangle on the opposite side. Again, the heel on your left foot is in line with the center of the back foot, and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. So we'll lift the arms up like we're going into warrior two, and then rotate down. And this hand is not pressing on your knee or pressing on your shin or pressing on your thigh. It's really, we're suspended in the air, and this is just a support place that we're pressing against. So maybe it's here, but don't push on your knee. And breathe. Reach up. And then take your top arm right up behind you, grab the chair, turn your gaze to the ceiling, and continue breathing. And then lift that arm up and float it down. Turn your torso, head down. Hold on to your chair or wherever you like. You can move your chairs up. Take a hold of it. And let your body fall down into intense stretch. And wherever you feel a deep sensation, just bring your awareness to that, because wherever our awareness goes, energy flows. And that's why we're here, to stimulate energy and get that flowing nicely. And then step your right foot to meet your left and roll up slowly. Let's take one deep breath in with a slight back bend and bring the hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. We're going to turn the chair around now, and all 4 legs of the chair are on my mat for stability, it doesn't slip. And we're going to start on the right side, right leg. Keep your block handy. And my whole back of my leg, hamstring, thigh, everything is on the chair. So the chair is holding me up, that's true. But you'd be surprised how nice this is. So let's bring our hands up and down into our warrior 2. And your gaze is on the forearm. Lift the shoulders up, back and down. And breathe. And then lower your left hand down to your hamstring. Inhale the right arm up and reach up to the ceiling. Reverse warrior, drop the weight of your head. And then bring the hand down, gaze into your palm, dancing warrior. And then slowly roll forward for extended side angle. So since our hips are supported, we can really accentuate this stretch on the outside line from the middle finger down to your pinky toe, and then breathe. And then we're going to take both hands and push your hip right up into the chair as far as you can. Take your chest and let it fall down. Take your block. Bring your head right down onto your block. So we're doing our humble warrior supported. So your feet are staying exactly where they were. Intertwine your fingers on the sacrum. Get your head set where you're comfortable. And then inhale, lift the arms up off your back and breathe. And slowly release the hands down to the low back. Release your fingers. Turn your hips and sit up. We're going to do frog pose. So we're going to reach back again, and I should turn it sideways so you can see, and then I'll turn it back. So we're going to reach back and grab the back rung if you can, and release your head and neck down, and breathe. Good, and then use the rung to bring yourselves back up. go ahead and prepare yourselves for Warrior Two on the left side. Again, the front heel should be in line with the center of the back foot. And then we cartwheel the arms up and down, shoulders up, back and down, and gaze is on the forearm. And breathe. Nice, long, easy, soothing Ujjayi breath. And then lower the right hand down to your right hamstring. Inhale the left arm up, reach up to the ceiling, drop the weight of the head. And then come down into Dancing Warrior. Take a look inside the palm. Keep that back leg straight and activated. And slowly roll down into extended side angle. The whole top of your body should be a board. From the pinky toe to the middle finger. Big energized stretch here. And then we're going to take our block and place it down. So I'd say in front of the the front leg, sort of at an angle. Scoot your hips way up into and even out of the back of the chair so that a little bit of your lower belly is actually on the chair. So we're using the chairs fully, and then we're seeing what we get otherwise. And then bring your hands to your low back, intertwine the fingers, come to a breath, inhale the arms up, as high as you can, hold them there and continue breathing. And one more big breath in. Exhale and slowly lower your hands down to the low back. Release your fingers. Walk yourselves around to the center and sit up. Let's bring our feet together and arms out to the sides. Bring your right arm over your left, left around your right in eagle hands. And then inhale so that your elbows are up in front of your nose. We're going to inhale and lean back. And exhale, roll forward. Inhale, lean back into the chair, drop your head. Exhale, roll forward. Again, inhale. And exhale. And then bring the arms out. Bring your right arm under your left. Right arm around your left. Inhale, lift your elbows up right in front of your nose. And then take a breath and come back, all the way back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Last time. Inhale all the way back. Drop your head. Exhale, come forward. All the way forward. and up to seated neutral. Let's bring the right leg over the left. Use your hand and pull that knee in the opposite direction, and then take your other hand and bring it on the back of the chair. Pull yourself to the back. At the same time, you're pulling away from yourself here in this twist. And then hold that twist and continue breathing. And unwind, but unwind all the way in the opposite direction and back to the center. And then take the left over the right, pull your leg in the direction it's wanting to go, and then grab the back of the middle of the chair and pull yourself around to the back at the same time. Take a long breath in here, lengthen the torso. And then when you exhale, find a gaze point for your eyes to lock. And do that again. Inhale, lift from the crown. And as you exhale, see if you can move that gaze point, even if it's just a tiny bit back into your twist. Well, let's do it one more time. Deep, long breath in, lengthen the spine. And exhale, turn a little bit more with your gaze. And then slowly unwind, but come all the way in the opposite direction, over your shoulder, and back home. So now we're going to do Vasisthasana, or side plank with a chair. So take your chair, and you need a block, or some kind of support that's about that high, depending what your length of your arms and the length of your legs are. You do need a blanket in this because the hips are really on the edge of the chair. So yoga blankets are great, but other blankets that are folded up so they're thick enough for your makeup, for your comfort level. So we just sit like we're sharing a chair with somebody, and go ahead and grab your block. And once you get your block set, then set up your legs into Vasisthasana. So this is side plank, like this. And when we're in side plank on the floor, one of the challenging moves is to bring the leg out. And since we have support of the chair, we can go ahead with that challenge. So everybody bring that leg out and breathe. If you want to come down a little more, just go ahead and drop your blocks to whatever works for your body. One more big breath in. Long exhalation. And then we're going to grab the front of the foot and pull it back and look out over our right shoulder. Just a little front body wild thing on the chair move here. And then straighten out that leg. Hold on wherever you need to. Get a nice stretch. Turn your ankles in one direction and then in the other direction. And then gracefully bring yourselves up and prepare your chair for the same thing on the opposite side. So if it worked, do it exactly the same. So, just sit your little cheek on there, get your block set up, and then get your foot. So we're on the very outside of the foot in side plank. And then we're going to open up and continue that breath. big breath in. Long exhalation. And then grab the front of your foot, pull it back. You can lean your forearm right on the back of the chair. And then let your head come out over your left shoulder. And breathe. A little wild thing. One more big breath in. Long exhalation. And then bring your knee in, grab the back of your calf or your leg. Nice stretch here. Ankle turns in one direction. Ankle turns in the other direction. And then come on down. We're going to turn your chair again. You can leave a blanket on if you like, on the back for your hands or not. That's up to you. We're going to do a warrior 3. Warrior 3 looks like this. We're going to do it up on top of the chair. So make sure your chair is definitely stable. Place your left foot into the middle of your chair. I keep my heel here, so I'm not going to go forward. So keep it more to the back of the chair where the weight is, and you can feel that when you do this. And then we're just going to lift all the weight up. Hold on to the chair with your, whichever hand makes you feel comfortable. And then take the opposite arm out. So the back of the neck should be really parallel with the floor, not like this. Okay? So our gaze is down. And breathe. And then we're going to grab the chair legs, the top of the chair legs and the seat, and bring our head down and that leg up behind us into a standing split. And then carefully come down onto the floor and bring the opposite foot up in the center of your chair. When you feel really sturdy and stable, lift your weight up. Use one arm on the chair, other arm out. Gaze is at the floor. And continue breathing. Warrior 3. And then bring both hands down onto the top of the legs of the chair. Lift your head up behind, your foot up behind you. Drop your head into standing split. And continue breathing. And then slowly lower yourself down to the floor. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a proud pigeon. So pigeon pose on the floor. You take your right foot or your left, we're going to start with left today, across the seat of the chair. So we have the chair here for a reason, that's for support. So I'm letting it support my hip here. And then scooch your toes back, back, back as far as you can. And the arms are on the back of the chair because we're doing proud pigeon. So our back, our torso is up. We're going to press into the back of the foot and then let the head come back. and breathe. Press the back of the knee towards the ceiling so your leg is straight and activated. And then slowly come forward, curl your toes under, and lift yourselves up. We'll do the other side. So get as much of your hip right on the chair as you can, so you feel supported. And then your arms are on the back of the chair, and we're pressing the back of the knee to the ceiling, the back of the heel to the back wall. This is very energized push here. And then our hands are on the front, and allow the blades to go down the back and the weight of the head to fall down and back to gravity. And then breathe. And then slowly come forward and come off your chair. So we're going to keep the chair on the mat up at the front of the mat. Save your blanket in case we need it. And come down on your belly. Bring your hands up on your chair. So we're doing Superman on the front of the body. So you can hold the chair. And if that's too much, bring your arms on the two rungs of the chair and do it that way. And if you're here, if you're not here, if that was too much, come down here and then lift your legs at the same time. And breathe. Superman. And one more big breath. And then release your legs, release your arms. Bring your knees up underneath you, wide apart. Toes together, knees apart. Walk your hands out. Hold on to the rung of the chair and let your head fall down all the way to the ground while your arms are up a little bit higher. And then breathe into that stretch from the middle of your torso all the way up through your forearms. Allow the hips to sink down. And then use your hands, bring yourselves up. Make sure your chair is on your mat, all four legs on the rubber so it doesn't move. Come on down on your back. We're going to do a modified bridge move here and then a twist. So let your hips come down. Your torso down on your backs here. We're going to take a grab with our hands of the legs of the chair. So my hands are right on the legs. You can hold on to the rung if you prefer. I like the legs. And then we're going to press one leg into the back of the chair. Brace your shoulders underneath you like you're doing bridge pose. And lift the opposite leg up to the ceiling and hold. Breathe, Ujjayi. And then slowly come down. Take your left leg, the one that was not up towards the ceiling, and put the calf across this corner of the chair. Just let your calf sit right on the right corner of your chair. Take the opposite leg and wrap it over to the opposite side of the chair. And then bring your arms out and turn yourself towards your right and breathe. And one more big breath in. Come back to center. And then scooch your hips so that this leg comes way over, and hold on to that leg and look out at your hand. Just a little more intense depth on that twist. Good. And then unwind so your feet are on the chair. Grab the rungs or the legs, whichever feels sturdy enough for you, secure enough. And then press your right foot onto the back of the chair and lift the left foot up to the ceiling into an extended bridge. You can scooch your shoulders underneath you like you do for bridge pose. And then breathe. One more big breath in here. Longer exhalation. And slowly let your hips come down. Bring your right calf right onto the corner of the chair. Cross the left leg over. Bring the arms out. Turn to your left. And breathe. Nice, easy, gentle twist. Supta Matsyendrasana, or supine twist. And the twists are great because they squeeze and wring and churn out toxins from all of these organs. So now just scooch your hips over a little bit towards your left and come a little bit deeper. Grab your hand on your left leg, pulling it down, and then turn your gaze. And breathe a few more rounds of breath right into the twist in the belly. And then we'll roll right into our Viparini Karani, or feet up the wall. So in feet up the wall with a chair, we use the chair as a little bumper to just hold on to our legs there in a comfortable way that feels good. We're just having a moment of inverted bliss. So continue with your Ujjayi. Notice when your legs begin that little bit of trembling. The muscles are talking to you. Just allow everything to be exactly as it is. Just notice and watch and be. And then let your legs come right down onto your chair to where they're comfortable. Bring your hands out to your sides, about 6 or 8 inches. And your hands are open to receive. If you want to be more comfortable, lay a blanket on, put your socks on, do whatever you need to do to prepare for the hardest pose, which is Shavasana. So we'll do Shavasana with your feet up on the chair today. So get yourselves properly set up. And once you're settled, bring awareness to your body as it lays there in rest. Notice where your heavy parts of you, your torso and hips, are falling down to gravity. And allow yourself to relax. Your eyes are closed. Soften your forehead, your cheeks and jaw. Relax your lips and your tongue. Loosen up the muscles in the neck and shoulders. Let everything begin to fall back down to gravity and just relax all parts of the body. Release the deliberation of breathing completely. Allow your breath to be as it naturally is, only noticing the quality of breathing, the rhythm and sound, the temperature, and the way it moves in your body naturally. Just notice that while you're lying there. Bring awareness to any areas of your body that are heated or soothed, where you feel more spacious, energized, easier flow of energy. Notice where your emotions are. Nothing to do about any of it, nowhere to go. Simply be right there in your corpse pose and come to this place called Vijnanamaya Kosha, the layer of watching that we have with us at all times. So we're watching our thoughts. Bring awareness to your thoughts now as they come, as if on a cloud, and notice that thought. And once you notice that thought, allow that thought to just pass by as if on a floating cloud. And just be the sky, watching the thoughts come and watching the thoughts go. And let go. And then with the sound of my voice, bring awareness to the space around your body, keeping your eyes closed. Bring tiny movements to your fingers and toes. And then bring your knees up into your chest. Roll over to either side and give yourselves a hug of love and gratitude for your practice today. And when you're ready, come on and sit up in Sukhasana. We'll rub the energy together in our hands, placing one hand on your heart and one on your belly. We'll inhale and exhale one sound of Om. Inhale. And then bring your hands together at your heart. Nanjali Mudra. Namaste. Blessings, one and all. And I hope you enjoyed this chair class. The next video I make will be Yin Restorative Yoga, which will be probably an hour and a half. So I'll be posting it to YouTube. I hope you enjoy these and I hope they're useful. Please share with whoever you know that has some time on their hands and might want to explore this type of exercise. Okay, see you soon.